Okay, so on this diagram, you got to watch out. See this 6 or whatever number you have? It's right there, actually, isn't it? I don't think it's a very good diagram. They should have put it over here and drew the arrow because I kept thinking it was this right side. It's not the right side. It's right here. All right. Anyway, so now are these two triangles similar? Are they similar? Yeah, they've got to be. Why? Well, see how this mark right here, this angle and this angle, they're marking them, so we know those are equal, okay? And then we also know these diagonal angles right here. I'll put double marks there. Those have to be equal, don't they? Because they're diagonal. And so that's two angles. And so the third angles have to be the same also, don't they? Because if, like we saw on the last problem, if you have two angles the same, every triangle holds the same total, 180, then the third angles have to be the same as well. So yes, these two triangles have to be similar triangles. They have to have three angles the same. They gave us these two were the same in the beginning. We know these two in the middle are because they're diagonal, and that's all you need is two angles, and the thirds have to be the same because the same total 180. So yes, these triangles are similar. They have the same three angles. And now they want us to write out the similarity relationship. So they're saying triangle PQR is similar. That little mark right there, that squiggle, that means similar, is similar to, that's how you write it for, if you write an equals with a squiggle, that means congruent, which is identical, right? We've talked about that. Whereas if you just write a squiggle, that means similar. So anyway, they want us to say that these are similar, which they are. We've shown they have the same three angles. So how do we make the statement? Remember, the order matters a lot. So how do we make the right statement? Well, let's look at it carefully. Let me come over here and go P, Q, R. That's the order they're giving right here, P, Q, R. That's going to be the same as what order in the other triangle? Well, S, T, R. Do you see that? It's going to be S, oops, S, T, R. How did I come up with that? Well, it's the order matters, and it tells me that P has to go with S. P plays the same role as S. I think that was pretty clear. Q is T. Q has to match with T. How do you know? Well, look at their angles. They're both the empty angle. No marks there, no marks there, right? T has nothing, Q has nothing. And then lastly, R goes with itself. Of course, that makes sense because look at R, double angle, R goes with itself. So that's the right order. Okay, now let's find the value of X. How do we find X? Well, let's come up here and go X is to 36. X is to 36. As what? Well, X, okay, let me, X matches with the 6. These guys correspond. Do you see that? X and 6 correspond. And also the 36 corresponds with the 27. Like that. How did I know that? Well, you can look at the angle marks is one way. See the X here? He's between the double and the nothing. And that's the same as the 6, which is between the double and the nothing. So the X and the 6 correspond. They play the same roles in their triangles, don't they? And the 36 and the 27 are both between the single and the double. And the single and the double is the 27. So the 27 and the 36 correspond, and the X and the 6 correspond. So there we go. And then we just solve that triangle. You know how to do it. Diagonal, diagonal. 27 times X is 36 times 6. 27 times X is whatever that is. 216. Divide by 27. X is 8. So X is 8. And there we go. We found X. Questions I can answer on that one?